Hello, in this video we're going to look at how to create assignments. There are 3 different places where you can create assignments in Aspen. Once you create an assignment, they all go to the same locations, but you can create them from 3 different pages. Let's start by creating an assignment on the planner. At the top of your screen, click the planner button, and it will bring you to this calendar. Now the calendar can be viewed in day mode, can be viewed by the week, or by the month. On the left-hand side, you can choose which grading period to look at. Right now we're looking at quarter 2, and Aspen will automatically show the classes that meet during quarter 2. Over here you see the classes that I have for quarter 2. I have French 1, one section, and I have 2 linked French 3 sections, and they're grouped together for convenience. On the calendar, you can see some assignments are blue and some assignments are green. Those correspond to the different class colors. Let's say that I only want to focus on my French 1 class. I can click on French 3. It becomes grayed out, and those assignments disappear from my calendar. They're just hidden so that I can have an uncluttered screen. Clicking the class name again will bring back those assignments. To create an assignment from the planner page, you can do one of 2 things. You can either click on a day in the calendar, and then you get this menu, Add Assignment, Add Ungraded Assignment, or Add Appointment. Or you can go to the Options menu and click Add Assignment, Add Ungraded Assignment, or Add Appointment. So we have these options here, or simply by a left click within the box. So I'm going to add an assignment. Now the difference between an assignment and an ungraded assignment is this. An assignment will appear in your grade book as something that you can give a grade to. An ungraded assignment will appear on this planner. It will appear on students' homework calendars, but you will not be able to assign any grades to it in the gradebook. So I'm going to create an assignment right here on the 19th. Add Assignment. I'll select a class. Let's make this an assignment for my French 1 class. Category. When I choose the magnifying glass, I'll get the list of categories that I created when I set up my gradebook. This will be a presentational task. GB column name. This is a short nickname that you're going to give to the assignment, which will appear in your gradebook as the header of the column. It has to be real short, so we're going to just mash it all together. Homework, page 130. The next line, assignment name, is a longer, more descriptive name that would appear when someone clicks on the short name. So, homework, textbook, page 130, activity 4. Date assigned and date due. Well, let's say that I actually assigned this on Friday the 16th. So I can either manually type the number in here, or I can click on the calendar and then choose the date it was assigned. Date due, well, I want it due on the 19th. It will default to the day that you clicked on when you initially created this. Total points. How many points do I want this to be worth? Let's make it a 1-point assignment. Now you can have students submit their homework online via Aspen. If you want students to be able to do that, you would fill out this online submission section, which would give them a window of opportunity to upload their assignment. Choose an open date and choose a close date. Students cannot submit assignments before the open date, and they can't submit assignments after the close date. On the right-hand side, we have some other options. Extra credit. Be very careful with this. If you check extra credit, it makes this entire assignment extra credit. So if this was a test, 100 points, and I clicked extra credit, all 100 points would count as extra credit. You probably don't want that. So only click this box if the entire assignment is an extra credit assignment. However, If you have a test or assignment and you'd like to offer a few extra credit points on top of your base score, this extra credit points box is where you would do that. So maybe for me, this is a 1-point assignment. Students can earn 1 extra credit point in addition. So I'll put a 1 here. That would allow me to enter a total score of as much as 2 points, 1 plus 1. Sequence number I would not change unless you chose the organization of your gradebook to be by sequence number rather than by date due. Score not droppable. Well, check that off if you don't want this score to be automatically dropped by Aspen based on the selections you made when you set up your gradebook. Visibility type, this will default to whatever you set as your gradebook preferences. I had public set as the default, that's what it'll be. Entry mode, again this will go to the default that you had initially set. Mine is set to numeric. Grade scale doesn't have to be entered, but it would be high school grade scale. Grade term. The only time you might want to choose this would be when you are between quarters 1 and 2 or 3 and 4. Let's say you're at the very end of quarter 1 and you have an assignment that technically the date falls in quarter 1, but you actually want it to be assigned to quarter 2. You could change this to force it to be a quarter 2 grade. So just select the term that you want and click OK. And then recurring options, let's say you had a journaling assignment that was always due every Monday. You could set this up once and have it automatically populate into your gradebook every week. Resources provided by teacher. Let's say that you have a website with a link to an assignment. Maybe I have an answer key for this homework assignment I want students to access. I can either add a file by clicking here and upload a file, or I can add a link to a web page. Very easy. You put in the name of the web page. Maybe this will be my answer key. You can put in a more thorough description. Check this answer key before coming to class. And then your URL you could just paste in. google.com/sample blah 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 blah. Okay, and then I would save that, and now I'd have a web link that students could click. If I want to delete the web link or the file, just click the X next to it and it'll remove it. These are the most basic bits of information that have to be entered. Over here on the left-hand side, you must have all that filled in. Resources are optional. Another thing you could add would be a portal description. This would be a lengthier description of the assignment that students and parents would see when they log in. Here you have a nice text box where you can provide all the instructions for your assignment. Do this activity in full sentences. Check your answers on the provided answer key after. Okay, so I provide all those details. The Standards tab you would only need if you are doing rubric-based grading. We'll do a separate video explaining that. So once we're all done, we can click Save. Notice that when you are in the assignment creation window, you can click among these different tabs without a problem. You don't have to click Save. It'll save your info. But when you're completely done making updates, be sure to click Save so your assignment will be saved. And now you can see on my calendar we have this new green assignment for French 1 homework textbook. The dark text is on the due date, but since we assigned this on Friday, you'll see light text on Saturday and Sunday. This is just a reminder to both you and the students that this is something they should be working on over the weekend. So the planner is the first place that we can create an assignment. And again, that happened by either clicking in the box or going to Options and choosing the assignment from up here. A second place where you can create assignments would be within your gradebook. So we click the gradebook tab and then we choose a class. And on the left-hand side, you see assignments. Now I might panic at first saying, oh my gosh, where are all my assignments? They're not showing up. Well, sometimes Aspen gets a little confused about what you're supposed to be looking at. So if we click this little filter button, we want to see all the records, all the assignments for this class. And now here you have the nice big list. So the Assignments tab will show you all the assignments you've created in one big list by order of date. Okay. You can change the view order by clicking on the top. So maybe I want to see them ordered by the assignment name. I can just click the top tab and then it'll go by name instead. Or I can click by due date and then it'll reorganize them. From this screen, to create a new assignment, click Options, and we have those same choices that we saw on the planner page. Add assignment, add ungraded assignment, and you can also delete an assignment from here. So this time, let's add an ungraded assignment. This is one that will not appear in our scores page, but will only appear to students and parents. This is a good thing to use if you're assigning a reading or something else that won't get a grade afterwards. So here's our new assignment page. Classes, well, we're already in the French 1, Period 1 class, so that's where we're assigning it. Assignment name, read textbook page 300. This will be the long name. GB column name will be the short name. So you'll notice the order of these two fields flipped as compared to the graded assignment page. So just pay close attention when you're filling these things out. So the GB column name is going to be the short name. Read text page 300. Now, as weird as this sounds, even though this is not a graded assignment, you have to choose a category for it. But it really makes no difference at all what category you choose, because it won't affect the grade. Choose the date it was assigned and the date it was due. So I'm going to go back in time. We'll create it assigned on the 5th, due on the 6th. And whatever grade term these dates fall in will automatically be chosen here. Again, you can choose a different grading period if that would be more appropriate. Visibility type, I definitely want it public because the whole point is for students and parents to see this information. So now, in this description box, I'm going to provide some detail. Read textbook page 300, make an outline of the information found there. I could add a file or a web link just like I was able to with the graded assignment. When I'm all done, I click Save. And now this assignment will be available for students and parents. You'll notice that it has kept me on this assignment creation page. To go back to see the entire list of assignments, I will click the word Assignments, and now I go back to my whole list. The third place where we can create an assignment is on the Scores page. Click the Scores tab on the left, and that will load our spreadsheet. Again, you could go to the Options menu and choose Add Assignment. Now notice we don't have the choice about graded or ungraded, because the only kind of assignment you can add from the Scores page is a graded assignment. If you want to add an ungraded assignment, you have to go to either the planner or your assignments list. So again, you could go to Options, Add Assignment, or you could click the Add Assignment button that's in this top menu bar. And it will open a new window that should look very familiar, the same form that you fill out to create a graded assignment. And that's it. Once you've created your assignments, they will end up showing up on your scores spreadsheet. They will show up in your assignments list, and they will show up on the planner calendar.